We are live. Apparently, we are live. So it says. That's what it says. But I don't see nobody. As usual, YouTube got me on the algorithm timeout. That's what I like to call it, the algorithm timeout. What up, my Nagalorians? Happy hot-ass Saturn's Day, because this is the way. Fuck the Acolyte, that dumbass show. That's the Wackolite. What up, though, peoples? I still don't see nobody. Yo, Ruth Thompson, what's cracking? You got your shoes off. Appreciate that, girl. Almighty Sekou, Summer Breeze, Nicole, what up? K Gemma, what's happening? Renwick Page, Mrs. B, Moore L. Bay, Elisha Almec Bay. What up, brother L. Wise? Hope you got your certification. If you didn't, it's still in the mail still. Big Jaboogie, what up? Kissed by the Sun, Roger G, Randy Lanier, what up? Brian Bennett, True Knowledge, Scotty L. Bay. What up to all the Moors out here? What is that? Truth and Chakra Vibe. Melanated Brown. What up? B Jizzle. Black and Gifted. That's what's up. What up, Maria Carbajal? What up? What is that? Mr. King Shack. The Godzilla. That's what's up. Loso Boss. What is that? Loso Boss Los. I don't know what that means, but that's what's up. Who was that? Balance Higher Knowledge. Uncle Phil Cosby. Shantae Rose. Chaz McFly. What up? Henty Hetty Nefru. Ishmael Timbo. Gay Boy. What up? Sam Stone. What's happening? Sharky Dog. What up? Prophet Prolific. Adrian. What's going on, people? Yeah, YouTube got me on an algorithm timeout, man. They done readjusted the algorithm to where my shit don't show up like it does. It doesn't hit y'all up like it's supposed to. Rafisis, what up? Juju. Terrence Highsmith, what's happening? Guess YouTube just don't like me, y'all. I don't know what it is. Is it something I said? YouTube? Is it something that I said? I don't know. Can't tell. What's up, y'all, on this hot-ass Saturn's Day? It is hot as hell in Los Angeles. It's 87 degrees. That's hot, damn it. I don't care what y'all say. What up, Cat Ken Khan? What's happening? What up, Miss Jeannie? Yosef, L. Bay, what's happening? 13, what is that? 13 or more. Conceptual Elixirs, appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Terrence Monger, what up? Nelson Kiki, Nisu, Aaron Wilson, Black and Gifted. I think I got you, didn't I? If I didn't, what's cracking? Man, tell y'all today, man. I'm tired today, y'all. Been up all night, almost burnt my damn kitchen down. So I was up all night, fire department was up in this bitch. Man, it was a damn thing. I know, I told y'all about the fire, almost burnt my car out. Now I almost burnt my kitchen out. This is the first time this happened. I've never had fire problems, ever. not ever since I've been living in the place, but damn, I almost burnt my kitchen down last night. It was, what was it? When the bug zappers, if y'all have bug zapper, watch out for them damn bug zappers. Them things always made me uneasy, which is why I always unplug them when I leave the house. But I was asleep last night, and I think a bug or a spider or something got caught in that bitch and kept getting electrocuted. He couldn't get out. I feel bad for it. Honestly, I feel bad for it. But it kept getting electrocuted, and I think then it caught the plastic on fire. And I was in the living room sleep. Then I woke up and I was like, God damn, I smell some fire. Luckily I woke up, because I be dead. When I sleep, I be sleeping. I don't sleep a long time, but when I'm in my dead sleep, I sleep. And I woke up and the kitchen was dark, because I keep the kitchen light on all the time. And the kitchen was dark. I was like, why is the kitchen dark? I went in there, it was smoke everywhere. I couldn't see shit. I mean, it was like thick smoke. Like the kitchen was on fire. And I was like, God damn. And I told you guys the last time I had the fire in my car. So luckily, from that fire, I actually went out and bought some fire extinguishers. So I highly recommend y'all get some of these right here. I bought a box of these, box of 4. And luckily, I just had one out on the counter because I couldn't even see the box where the rest of the box was. So luckily, this was sitting on the counter at the entrance of the kitchen. Otherwise, the whole building would be burnt down. That fire was going. Luckily, man, y'all, I highly recommend y'all going out and getting them. These are only like $10 a piece on Amazon. So shout out to Amazon, because if I didn't have this, goddamn, y'all might not be seeing me. Might not be seeing me today. So I've been up all night. Fire department was up in this bitch. But luckily, like I said, woke up right before it popped off. It was fire all everywhere. I'm like, God damn. And this thing ran out quick. Luckily, I only needed this one. Roger Enoch, appreciate you for the cash app, brother. Thank you. So, goddamn. Y'all lucky y'all got me here today. And I'm still dealing with the laryngitis. I'm getting better. Shout out to, who sent me? Jennifer Green. If you're watching, shout out. Thank you, Jennifer Green. I got your email. I had to hit you back. Thank you. But she recommended some slippery, what is this? Slippery elm. Y'all see that right there? Can y'all see that? That's called slippery elm. It's supposed to be good for laryngitis. It's been working a little bit, so. But what happens is, as I start getting better, I come and do these live streams, because you're not supposed to talk when you got the laryngitis, but I come do these live streams, and y'all got me talking crazy, and it goes, take a little step back. So hopefully, today, we can work it out where it don't take a step back, because I still got to do my thing. Yo, and make sure, what up, Khazarian? Yo, all my moderators, thank you. Make sure you kick all the trolls out today. I was about to wear my Laptop Gangsters can EAD shirt, but I felt like a Nagalorian today. So shout out to all my Nagalorians. And shout out to the Gemineses. Shout out to all the Gemineses. It's Gemini season. Excuse me, Cancer season. My bad. We just went through Gemini season. My bad, Cancer season. Shout out to all the Cancers. Shout out to all the Cancerians. Y'all some emotional niggas, but it's all good. It's all good. Because we need that power. So shout out to the Cancers. My cardinal brethren and sisterins. Appreciate y'all. Real quick, if you ordered something, if you ordered a package, again, it's out. I wasn't keeping anything. You got the deal last week for the Fathers. I gave you guys the Father's Day deal. Everybody who ordered, you got the 5 decks of cards. So it's in the mail. If you haven't got it, just wait. It'll be there sometime this coming week. Didn't know there was a Juneteenth. I didn't even know it was damn. I went back to the post office on Juneteenth and it was closed. I don't be keeping up with these nigga holidays. These bullshit holidays that Joe Biden gave you so you can go back and vote for him and kiss his butt. Yeah, Juneteenth is bullshit, y'all. Just so you want, Juneteenth is some bullshit. So, the post office was closed. So if it's taking a little bit longer, it's because Juneteenth was closed on the post office. But it's in the mail. So appreciate y'all who support it. And please, if anybody else wants to support, make sure you go out, get your Know Your Right, get your Great Book of Melanin Research. Tell them about to talk about some melanin today because they found there's a new discovery, and they just failed to mention the melanin. Somehow they left the melanin out of this new discovery, 300,000-year-old discovery, but somehow they failed to mention melanin in that. So you want to know why they failed to mention it? Because it's the all-power. It's the all-powerful chemical in the universe. It powers you. It's biohydrocarbons. Same as the petroleum that powers your car, that's on your skin. And this right here. So make sure you order this and you get the great book. You get the Know Your Rights Manual, Public Official Bonds book, and you get the cards and everything with it. The whole police stop law package. And you get police stop flashcards 1 and 2, volume 1 and 2, police stop flashcards volume 1 and 2. So make sure you get out there and support realnagas.com, and I will hook you up because people are learning the law like crazy right now. It's a new thing. Don't be left behind. I had some people in Know Your Rights Foundation this week. We got them in the interview. I said, how long have you been listening to me tell you to get your butt in here? I said, I bet it was like a couple years, wasn't it? They were like, yep. No. They started laughing, and I'm like, see? Don't be waiting no damn couple years. You be hearing me talk about this stuff. Get your butt in here. Get you one of these certifications. We teaching you the law for free. So I don't know why you haven't done it yet. Somebody was teaching me the law for free. I'd have been there. Nobody you gonna find in America that's gonna teach you the law for free. Police stop law. Nobody's gonna do that. And I will tell you, we know more police stop law. I'll put this up against anybody. We know more about police stop law than anybody in America. I promise you that. Including lawyers. We've had lawyers in the class who said, we didn't know none of this. So get on over there, knowyourrightsfoundation.org, KYRF.org, and sign up as a volunteer and get you one of these certifications. We're teaching you for free. So, but the commitment is once you get in there, you have to commit to getting one of these certifications and then go back out to the public and teach this law to the community. That's the commitment. If we teach you for free, we're passing this information on to you. You have to agree to go out and pass it on to somebody else. All right. So that's the deal. So if you don't want to do that, then you can just support by buying some of the products. You can go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and support by buying some of the products over there. If you don't want to commit to one of these, but we're not going to be tutoring you like, if you were in the class. So make sure you get over there so you can get one of these certifications, get out there, and you know that you know how to deal with the police. That's right there. I'm telling you right here, boy. Just knowing the law is your shield. You have to know the law or they will smack you up. I promise you. They're they have what they call the police renaissance is coming after this election. So you better get in here before the election because you're about to see major police smashdown after this new election. No matter who wins. Even if Biden wins, Biden ain't gonna be president, y'all. Y'all gotta know Biden ain't gonna be no damn president. This nigga is one, don't even like to say it, but this nigga is looking worse and worse every damn second of every day. This nigga was on the podium the other day, and this nigga said, and the people were, and this lady behind him who was standing on stage, she was like, she bent her head down and she started laughing her ass off. Because this nigga, you couldn't understand what that nigga was saying. Which means his brain is gone, y'all. So they can't let him be president. So whoever comes in, they're going to be smacked. They're going to put the smash down with the police because it's kind of out of control right now. So make sure you get over there and learn the law with us at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. That's the Know Your Rights Foundation Academy. And if you want to learn status law, if you want to learn how to change your status to deal with the government, the corporate government, because that's the only way you can be able to deal with them, is if you change your status, because right now you are an asset of the corporate government. I showed you the UCC statement about a couple months ago, which is when my channel started getting, the algorithm started hitting my channel with some crazy bullshit. That's when I kind of dropped. I was showing you guys about the $14 quadrillion that's the assets of all America, you, the hands and legs of the Americans, which was you, not me, because I'm out this shit. I did my damn paperwork. That's why I say you. So don't be hating me when I say, you be acting like you ain't with us. I'm not. I'm not one of the assets of America. You nigga, if you haven't done your shit, you are one of the assets of the American corporation. So you want to get out. If you want to do that, go to patreon.com/Real Nagas and sign up to one of the status class levels. And at the highest level, once you're ready for the paperwork, I give it to you for free. If you have signed up for it already, please forgive me, man. I got a whole lot of stuff that I've been doing, so I will be testing you for the people who are in there and you want to get the paperwork. I will be testing you, but make sure you don't waste my time when we do this test, because I'm not going to take it easy on you. So you better make sure you know what you think you know, and then I will give you the paperwork for free. So again, patreon.com/Real Nagas, and thank everybody for hitting me with the Cash App. Still on my cleanse, so you know I haven't been on my shawarma thing, but I appreciate the donations for the. Somebody said vegetable shawarma. I don't even know if there's such a thing, but because I'm still on my cleanse, I still got about another 2 weeks. This is my juice I got to deal with today, but appreciate you on the Cash App. If you want to leave, brother, some donation love, go to Cash App. It's Real Nagas, the number 9. Again, Real Nagas, the number 9. I appreciate you guys for that. And Solstice, happy Solstice. I said it last week, but it was yesterday. Did you guys do your rituals? Did anybody do their rituals? Did you ask for what you needed from the universe? Being powered by the solstice? Again, we have to get in tune, in harmony with the universe, everybody. That's when our power, that's where our power was. And they understood that. They understood that, which is how they got us out of power. Once they got us out of harmony with nature and the universe, that was the way they were able to take over. If you want to get back, you have to get back in harmony with nature. That means the celestial things that happen within nature, we use those things. As above, so below. What's going on out there in the universe is also going on inside of you. So when these things happen, you celebrate. Use that energy. Use that power to fuel whatever you need to happen. So, did mine. So I hope you guys did your rituals. And, you know, you're going to be getting back whatever you put out into the universe. So, again, I like to do it collectively, so we're all doing it at one time. We need to get back on this as a collective. And then when that starts to happen, you'll start to see things change for us collectively. All right, so get back in tune, goddammit. And then real quick, I want everybody to, if you know, when you can, use the solstice to put out some positive energy to heal. A friend of mine, her name is Tamara, and you may know her brother. Her brother is Dr. B Serious. He's been on Black Magic 363. Shout out to Bro Rich. And I think he also is going to be at Bro Rich's thing this summer. But Dr. B Serious, his sister is really, really sick with cancer. And, you know, but I believe in the power of thought and consciousness and the universe. And if we put that energy out there to help, that, you know, we can do anything. So I'm calling on my Nagalorians, my Nagas, all my real Nagas. Put out that energy. Her name is Tamara, and her brother, if you know her brother, Dr. B Serious. Dr. B Serious is a cool brother. He's one of the first brothers I met when I started to get into consciousness. I went to one of his lectures at a place called The Good Life. It was The Good Life. It was black-owned or melanated-owned vegan spot. And it was off the chain, and she would let people come in and do lectures and stuff like that. And I went there one day, and he was giving a lecture on food and how jacked up the food was and how jacked up parasites and all that. And I was like, God damn, nigga. He was giving like, damn, nigga, well, hey, come on, brother. But he was a cool brother. And I met his sister after that because his sister was best friends with my client. I had a client I used to train, and his sister and my client was best friends, and just turned out that her brother just happened to be Dr. B Serious. So crazy how the universe works, but right now she needs a lot of positive energy out into the universe. So help me to do that, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Her name again is Tamara. Make sure you put that out. The sister of Dr. B Serious. Put that conscious thought out there so we can heal her. And I appreciate you guys on that. All right, no Timmy Tight Top today. He ain't hit me up. He must be out of town because I haven't gotten my juices. But I'm on my cleanse, so I'm making my own juices. But Timmy Tight Top, the people need some of these juices, boy. Better put these juices back out here, son. But maybe next week. So let's get into it, everybody. Let's get into it. So we're going to start off with some new Khazarian news. Why? Because they're trying to take over the world right now. The new Khazarians are trying to take over the world. So we got to counter it. They've been in control of the world, but right now they're trying to do a full-fledged takeover. They're trying to mash out and take over because the Democrats in America, they have created a bill called the Countering Anti-Semitism Act. They keep coming up with law. Why do they keep coming up with laws to protect the new Khazarians? You don't see this for nobody else. Except maybe, I think the Asians got the no discriminate against the Asians bill, whatever what that was. But that ain't even nothing like this. You can still talk about Asian. You just can't hit them, which you can't hit anybody. But, you know, if you're in America, you can't hit anybody. That's assault. But that's the only thing they got for them, a bill, but you can't physically be violent to Asians. But have you seen anything like, and that all these bills that want to shut you up for talking about the new Khazarians? You can't even talk about them. Like, it's crazy. Again, the bill is called the Countering Anti-Semitism Act. And that will give accountability to individuals for perceived anti-Semitism. So if you just look like you are anti-Semitic, which is not even a real thing because the Jews aren't the complete diaspora of Semites, which is crazy that they've made the world think that only the Khazarians are the Semites, but we know they're not. But if you talk about them, the government is coming for you. The government is coming for you. Individual. It says individuals. So before they had the act where if you couldn't talk about them on campus. So that was the act before. If you talked, because they were doing all the, all the protests on all the colleges. So they had to implement some type of bill for that. They stopped that out. You don't see, in the summertime, so ain't nobody at school no more. So that's also why you don't see the protests at school. But now they had to stop people individually from talking. This is getting crazy. Like, you can't talk about the fuck shit that the new Khazarians are over there doing to those innocent people. But we gonna talk about it. We just, even if we gotta code it for YouTube, we gonna talk about it. Basically, it bans criticism of the new Khazarian government. You can't even talk about their government. You can't even talk about their government. So again, the Countering Anti-Semitism Act, which is some crazy shit. And every time they do some crazy shit, we got to call it out. This is why I keep talking about the new Khazarians, because if we don't say anything about it, then it just goes over. it's allowed to happen if we don't talk about it and do something about it. First thing though, you got to know about it. So this is why I keep reporting it, and we got to keep causing a ruckus about it. But Trump though this week revealed himself. I told you already that's what he was, but he has revealed himself as a Khazarian ball gargler. I got to get that shirt made. Got to get the shirt made. But Trump has revealed himself as a Khazarian ball gargler. Now, he could be just saying this to get elected, but he said new Khazarians must finish the war over there. Not stop it. They need to finish it, which means go in there and what? Take out all the rest of the people, the innocent people that they didn't take out already? What does that mean, Trump? What do you mean they need to go in there and finish it? Because they done took out, and the new reports came out, it's close to, actually, I said 100,000 people. It's actually closer to 200,000 people they have taken out. 200,000 people. Just saw that report on Real World News. On you have Telegram, get the Real World News page. That's where all the real stuff, that's where all the new, really, the real news be coming out on that channel. And this cat he did the statistics, and he said it's actually, because he's on the ground over there, and he got a lot of people on the ground over there, and he said they're just not telling you how many people are buried under the rubble. And it's close to 200,000 people they have killed, they've taken out. For October 7th, where 1,200 people got taken out on October 7th, a lot of them was by friendly fire, which you're not hearing that. Friendly fire means they was taken out by their own soldiers. You're not hearing nothing about that. But then I did tell you how they had the plan 2 years in advance. They knew what was going to happen. The whole plan. They had it 2 years in advance. They knew what was going to happen. And Netanyahu let it happen because he needed to take over Gaza so that they can build this canal and take over the gas and the oil under the Gaza Strip. So, Trump, don't be a Khazarian ball gargler. Trump is gargling. He's gargling, y'all. But he could be doing it just so he can get the support of the new Khazarians. And then when he get in there, Trump is unpredictable. So just because he's saying it don't necessarily mean he's doing it. Yeah, it's Pearl Harbor #2. Yep. Because America, just so y'all know, yeah, America let Pearl Harbor happen. America had advanced knowledge of Pearl Harbor. You got to say allegedly. But they had advanced knowledge allegedly of Pearl Harbor, and they let it happen so that they could institute the war. But they can go to war. So this is the same thing. They pulling out the old playbook, and niggas is fighting. Niggas is going for it. So now, like I said, this could be Trump doing the political crip walk. You know, he could be sea walking on the political side of the game just so he can get in office, you know, till he gets elected. But, you know, because he keeps flipping. Sometimes he said they got to stop it. Then he says they need to finish it. Then he says he just cares about people dying. So he all over the place with it. But he did come out this week and said they need to finish it, which means go in there and take out the rest of the people, pretty much. So basically he said it's going to be fucked up for, if he gets elected, he may let the Palestinians keep getting bombed. So it's going to be some bullshit. Then it's funny, Democratic black women. This is funny. So there's the Democratic. So there's a lot of the Democrats are women. You know, just so melanated women. That's who actually 90% of melanated women in America are Democrats. And so they came out And they said there was a lady who was on the news. I think she was on CNN or MSNBC. And she said that black men, so-called black men, melanated brothers, you're voting for Trump because you're stupid. Said melanated, you're voting for Trump because they stupid. Now, it's not because you see all the bullshit that's going on. I'm not, again, fuck both sides. Let me say this shit for the millionth time. Fuck both sides. Both of these motherfucking sides. It's some bullshit. However, if you want to not let America get out of control and go into this one world government that they have planned, because that the WEF have planned, Trump is probably going to be the one that keeps America from going off the rails, because he is America first. So he's probably your best chance, America's best chance of pulling it back. But a lot of brothers are voting for Trump, and the sister said they're voting for Trump because they stupid. Not because we have eyes and we can see what's going on, or not we, but whoever votes. Not because they can see what's popping, but because niggas are dumb. And this is what melanated sisters, you can tell these uppity college melanated sisters, this is what they think about a lot of brothers. They think a lot of brothers is stupid. They really think that. And you can see that on their little uppity side of the game. They think a lot of niggas are stupid. Now, like I said, with Trump is gonna come a whole lot of bullshit. But it's not bullshit that you can't get over if you just learn the law. Because he's just gonna implement, stricter qualified immunity guidelines for police. But you can get around that if you learn the law. That won't affect you at all if you know the law. So nobody in police stop law class is worried. But I'm telling y'all, because most of y'all don't know the law, and it probably would affect y'all. But again, the sisters think y'all stupid. Because the statistics are most melanated women are still voting for Biden. I don't even know how you can vote for Biden when this nigga is literally the Walking Dead. I ain't never seen that show, The Walking Dead. But I know Biden should have been the president. He should have been the damn star of that damn shit. I know they can't look much different from what Biden is doing. I mean, this nigga is just... Did you see him walking to the car? They had a shot of him walking to the car the other day. I mean, it was only about... He only had to walk about... What was it? From where he was doing the talk or whatever, he came out of the building. The car was maybe about 15 yards, maybe 20 yards away from where he was coming out of the building. And it took that nigga damn near 20 minutes to get to the car. That nigga was walking like this. He just doing this little slow ass, his little walk like that. And then he couldn't just hop into the car. Like, this nigga getting into the car was like his arm was gonna fall off or his leg was gonna fall off. That nigga was like, he had to wiggle his way into the car and shit. Like, nigga, get your bitch ass in the car already, motherfucker. We ready to go. You can see the Secret Service like, like, you can see it on their face like, oh, goddamn. Like, nigga, get your bitch ass in the car, nigga. So, but again, to me, that's indicative of America. America being on its last leg. Because that's who's running shit, and all the people in the world are looking at that and like, sucks for you, America. But y'all been bitches this whole time, destabilizing governments around the world for how long? Like what did Malcolm say? The chickens come home to roost. Isn't that what Malcolm said? The chickens come home to roost? Well, shit. If you look at Biden, nigga, America must have had some hella bad karma out there to get that nigga. But that's what's popping. So moving along. In the immigration news, did you see in Chicago, Mayor Brandon Johnson, he is copying, so this ain't immigration yet, but this is in Chicago. Mayor Brandon Johnson is copying the California bullshit tactic, because it really is, this is not a real thing, but they said they're going to give Chicagoans, melanated Chicagoans, reparations. That's what he said. People in Chicago, because remember they did the same thing out here in California. They signed some shit into law that would study reparations to see maybe if at some point in time down the line in the future, way in the future, if it may be viable to think about giving melanated people reparations. Well, Chicago is doing the same thing. It's a task force that will investigate the subject of reparations to find out if it's a viable option. See, the exact same thing California did. Yo, Kevin Anderson, appreciate you, brother. A task force. He's allotting $500,000. That's what he's putting aside, $500,000 for a task force to investigate the subject of reparations to find out if it might be a viable option. Brandon Terry, appreciate you. Thank you for the CashApp, brother. If it might be a viable option. Well, only $500,000. That's all you got? $500,000. Now, how much money did Brandon Johnson give the illegal immigrants, y'all? Anybody know? How much money did Brandon Johnson give the illegal immigrants? It's like 50 million, close to somewhere around there, 50, 60 million. Excuse me. But he only got $500,000 for you niggas. He had to shut you niggas up. Y'all was marching and shit and with the sign, "Get your bitch ass out of here, Brandon Johnson. We gonna replace you, nigga." He was like, "Oh shit, I gotta do something. The fuck? Hey, nigga, what we gonna do? Huh?" Like, nigga, reparations always work for them dumbass niggas. Reparations, my nigga. Hey, nigga, I might give you a raise, boy. Thank you. Reparations. Got it. Hey, people. How would you like me to put aside $500,000 for a task force to investigate this reparation to see if it might be a viable option in the future? How many of y'all want that, huh? $500,000? Wait a minute. Mr. Brandon Johnson, do we get the $500,000? Well, no, it's not. You don't get it directly. You don't get it directly, but vicariously, you gonna get it through the task force. The task force is gonna spread it around to see if we can get some more money for y'all. Sam Stone, appreciate you, brother. This nigga's full of shit. A task force for $500,000. Well, you don't even get the $500,000. It's gonna go to everybody on the task force. They get paid to see if maybe you can get reparations in the future, y'all. Maybe. It's going to investigate to see if it might be a viable option. While every single week, those illegal immigrants roll into town, they get vouchers for food and hotels. They even get some spending money to buy themselves some essentials. Are you getting that? How many of y'all need a place to stay or need some help on the money for a place to stay? How many of y'all can use a little help on some funding for your rent? I'm sure most of y'all, right? How many people can use a little funding for some groceries every week? I'm sure most of y'all. But you ain't no illegal immigrant. So don't you bring your bitch ass over here asking me for nothing. You understand? I already gave goddamn task force $500,000, nigga. What else you want? Goddamn, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't never happy. Shit. So, Brandon Johnson is full of shit, like always. Did y'all know this nigga spent $30,000? Speaking of the $500,000 he only given to the task force, this nigga spent $30,000 on makeup, on his makeup, to be in front of the camera, to shit on y'all, and then lie to your face every goddamn week. $30,000 this nigga spent on hair and makeup, just makeup. But I think he was getting his hair cut too, so it said hair and makeup. But that's crazy. That's in goddamn sane. This nigga is spending $30,000 on hair and makeup and then close to $100 million on illegal immigrants, and you still ain't getting nothing. You get 500. My bad. Excuse me. My bad. You get $500,000 for a task force. My bad. How did I forget that so fast? You get $500,000 for a task force, y'all. So you better be happy. Brandon Johnson is looking out for y'all. Moving along. Did you see the U.S.? I told you about the draft. The U.S., they signed it into the House, signed it into law, signed the bill. Well, they created the bill. I said they was thinking about it, but now the House signed it into law about the draft. 18 to 26-year-olds about to get drafted. If y'all don't know how many of y'all out here watching me who are 18 to 26, but y'all better watch out. Or if you've been watching me and you're a little older, you have some sons and daughters who are 18 to 16. And I said daughters because women is going to be getting drafted. Women are finally going to be put into the draft. Oh, shit now, ladies. Hey, equal rights, equal lefts. We done said this, equal rights call for equal lefts. So, y'all ladies, you wanted equal rights? Well, here you go, goddammit. There you go. Women will be getting drafted. It's automated, though. They said it's an automated draft, basically like random. So you don't even got to, you're supposed to sign up for the selective service, but they said a lot of y'all not doing it. So they going to come after you. They just going to come and get your ass now. They going to knock on the door. Is Malik El-Bay here? Who? Malik El-Bay. Yeah. Well, I don't really know anybody named, well, according to our records, right here, right here, there's a Malik El-Bay who's 25 who's supposed to live here. Where he at? And this nigga, your ass, Malik, is hiding in the back under the bed. Hey, Malik, bring your bitch ass out here, nigga. Go take your ass to go fight for Ukraine, nigga. That's what they drafting you for. Go fight for Ukraine and New Khazarian, nigga. Wait a minute. You ain't even drafted me to fight for America? Look, don't worry about that, nigga. Don't worry about none of that damn, nigga. America's allies is America. Ukraine, America. Same. New Khazaria, America, same. Now take your bitch ass over there and go fight for Netanyahu, bitch. Holy shit, y'all. They're getting crazy with this shit. Women will be drafted. Y'all, I know y'all ain't gonna like that shit. They ain't gonna like that shit. Now, will women be put on the front line? I don't know. There's some things that say women, women, when they're in the battlefield, they're more of a distraction than they are a help. Now, not all women. You got some crazy ass gangster dude women who can go out there and mash out on some people. But for the most part, they said that when women and men fight together in battle, the men usually have a tendency to want to save the woman before they do the men on the battlefield. Because just nature, men like to protect women, right? That's just the natural thing. It's inherent in men to want to protect women. So you get on the battlefield and you be like, hey, my nigga, I'm about to go save Sharon and them real quick. I'm going to be back. And your homie over there is under fire from goddamn 10 niggas. He got 10 guns on him. Sharon over here she done tripped on a goddamn rock. And that's all. Sharon done tripped on a goddamn rock. And now you got to go save, you feel obligated to go save Sharon. Yo, my moderators, get these goddamn trolls up out of here. If they in here, please. Appreciate y'all. You got to be quick on the draw. Like Brother Mel. Got to be quick on the draw. But, so sorry, ladies. But kind of not sorry. Because y'all want equal rights. Don't you? If you want equal rights, then, hey, equal left's got to come with it. So Biden has already sent 3,813 American troops to Israel, or Jordan, which is country right next to Israel, to be ready for when some shit pop off. So already got 3,800 troops over there already, but he said no troops on the ground. Remember that? That nigga said no troops, no American troops are going to be over there fighting for Ukraine or New Khazarian, is what he said. So why are 3,800 troops over in New Khazarian? Yeah, another lie. Throw that right on the throw that on the lie pile. They lied to your ass again. They said it's prepared for Khazarians, and so they're gonna be fighting for or assisting New Khazaria in the genocide. That's crazy. So ladies, get ready. It's going down. So then they said, then also Biden said this week, when he found a moment of clarity, or when they pumped him up with so much drugs, he was able to he was able to wake up for at least about 2 minutes. This nigga said, America will fund Ukraine for the next 10 years. America will fund Ukraine for the next 10 years. That's crazy. Yo, there's about 300 of y'all in here with your damn shoes on. You know the damn rules. You get into the dojo, take your shoes off, be respectful before you come on my mat, before I have to put you in the chokehold in front of all the students. But please hit the like button if you don't know, if you're new to the channel. Taking your shoes off before you enter the dojo means to hit the like button. Appreciate that. Because YouTube algorithm is trying to kick me out the game. But you're going to be funding Ukraine for the next 10 years. Now, is Biden going to be in office for the next 10 years? No. So what that means is they're about to have some type of legislation comes out probably before the election, if they got their say, before the election, before Trump get into office, that continues to fund Ukraine for 10 years. Now, why the fuck would we be funding Ukraine for 10 years? Just sending more and more people to die. That's crazy. So Ukraine is already running out of people. I told you they kidnapping people off the street over there to throw them in the war. So when those people run out, Malik El Bay, you up, my nigga? Get that baby, go on over there, get you a gun, get you a uniform, get you some of them shots, them jabs that we gotta. You gotta take the jab. You gotta take, like, when you get enlisted, you gotta take like 11 jabs. They give you a cocktail of these, and then take your own ass on over there and defend New Khazarian. Please, go on over there. Malik El Bay is gonna be like, fuck you, nigga, fuck that shit, bitch. Fuck you, Biden. So, I already know that's what you're gonna do. But if they try to kidnap your ass like they did in Ukraine, what you gonna do? What you gonna do if they just start kidnapping niggas? What you gonna do? You can't do shit. That's why you need to change your status first. You change your status, they can't mess with you. You're not in their jurisdiction. So again, you want to change your status, get over to patreon.com/realnagas. Change your status if you don't want to be kidnapped. So then, keeping in with world news, world government news, did you see Russia and North Korea? Because Putin went to North Korea this past week, and they signed a defense pact, where they promised to defend each other if shit gets out of hand with anyone in any other country. So now Putin also has another nuclear country that signed on to help him if anybody gets out of hand, which meaning anybody means America. Excuse me. America. So now you got Ukraine and North Korea are partners. Signed the deal. Hook and boom. All done. Ink is dry on the paper. Now, again, Trump, when he was in office, just only speak facts. You can take it the way you want. When Trump was in office, this nigga walked right on over there to North Korea. When they all told him, don't go over there. Obama had a no, what was it? Excuse me, y'all. See, I've been up all night dealing with that fire. But Obama had a no deal with North Korea policy. He didn't even talk to him. Don't even talk, don't even look at him. And Trump went over there and was like, what up, my nigga? What's poppin'? He just walked right on over there by himself. Just stepped right on over there. With no security or nothing. They could have kidnapped his ass, took that nigga, and hung him from a fruit tree. But he went over there, and after he left, Kim Jong-il, or whatever, which one ever he is, he stopped talking nuclear weapons. He was like, he put that shit on the back burner. Because Trump went over there and was like, hey, my nigga, you ain't this crazy, nigga. Stop playing. You know damn well you ain't fucking about to send no damn nuclear missile to America. You know what was going to happen to you, nigga. But then they came to some type of agreement, and you didn't hear shit from North Korea the whole time Trump was president. As a matter of fact, you didn't hear anything from any other country as far as war. That's the first time in history, y'all. Do y'all know that happened? Where in the presidency, of American presidency, no other country started a war when Trump was in office. That's great. Not only that, we never went to war with anybody. So America never went to war in his 4 years, and nobody else in the world started a war when Trump was in office because they knew this nigga is crazy as a motherfucker. Trump crazy as a bitch, and this nigga might send one of them Scud missiles up your ass if you get too out of hand. So, but now with Biden fucking being wheelchaired around, this nigga in a wheelchair, they wheeling this nigga around all over the place pretty much. They were like, that's all we got to worry about? That nigga? That nigga. Shit. Hey, look here. Go to Ukraine. We're gonna invade Ukraine. Hey, Kim Jong-il. Hey, come here, my nigga. We want to do a deal. I mean, they just start going off the rails. Kim Jong-un start launching or testing missiles again near Seoul, Korea. Like, it's just went off the rails when Biden got in office. So that's kind of why you need a crazy nigga in office. When a crazy nigga's in office, you just don't know what that nigga gonna do. You don't know. You think you might know, but you don't really know. I'm trying to tell you, it's different when you deal with a nigga crazy. You know how I know? Because I'm crazy. You know, no telling what's gonna happen. You fuck with me. Tell you right now, you just might as well just mind your steps, because you never know. So that's going on in the world. Again, that's another drop in the American, the American empire role around the world, which again, I don't think America should be an empire around the world. But when you got Ukraine and Russia hooking up, that ain't a good thing. That is not a good thing. So moving along, it's still in world news. The WEF and the United Nations, and also the governor of New York, but mainly the WEF and the United Nations, they're working on laws to suppress hate speech globally. So they came out, we already knew the WEF, they wanted to suppress your speech. But now the United Nations, they came out and they said they want, and this is a quote, global hate speech eradication. That's the words they used. United Nations said we need global hate speech eradication. What does that mean? Global hate speech eradication. We just gonna stomp out all the hate speech around the world. You can't do that shit. You can't tell somebody that they don't have a right to hate somebody and then talk about it. I got a right to hate any fucking body I want and talk about it and tell that person, fuck you, nigga. Bitch. You got a right to do that. Especially in America. Now, you may not have that right in other countries, because no other country has a First Amendment like America does. So they want America, again, to follow the global blueprint that they have with no rights. They don't want you to have rights like the rest of the countries. If America joins this one world government, it will strip America of its constitution, of its constitutional rights, because you will have a global constitution with new rights. That's supposed to be for everybody, right? Well, how are they for everybody if I can't say what the fuck I want to say? You need to tell me that. How is it for everybody if I can't say what the hell I want to say? If I can't tell a nigga EAD, if I can't tell you to eat a dick when I need to, when I want to, then how is it for everybody? And not that you should, but some people deserve that. Some people deserve an EAD every now and then. So the United Nations wants to stomp that out. So that's another part of their global plan to suppress speech of the people around the world. And we can't let it happen, y'all, especially the people in America. You know, we are carrying the torch for free speech in the world. America is carrying the torch for free speech in the world. And we can't let that shit be stomped out. We are the only bastion of free speech in the world. So they know if they stomp it out here, there's no more free speech in the world. Because I talked about this a few months ago, but what is it? Scotland just implemented laws to where you can't talk. You can't, if you say something bad against somebody, you can go to jail. That's crazy. Like Scotland, I don't ever want to go to Scotland. I thought I might have wanted to at one point, but nigga, Scotland crazy. You can't tell a nigga EAD over in Scotland or they'll throw you in jail. That's crazy. So, fuck Scotland. But global hate speech eradication is coming for you. So moving along, Kansas, finally somebody, Kansas is suing the P.F. Pfizer bakery. They are suing Pfizer for multiple cupcake lies. So they said they lied. There's a bunch of lies that they told about the cupcakes. They got everybody to take this stuff. She said, laugh out loud. I'm from Scotland. Well, goddamn, what's going on? What's going on over in your country? All this damn speech, all these damn. Also in Ireland, they doing it also in Ireland. So I don't know what's going on with Ireland and Scotland, but y'all need to check that shit. But Kansas, the state of Kansas, or the Attorney General in Kansas, is suing the P.F. Pfizer bakery. Now, they're supposed to be immune to lawsuits. That was a law that was created in the 80s when you barely had like 11, I think it was like 11 or less cupcakes in the entire country, right? Excuse me. It was only like 11 cupcakes in the 80s. And then they came out with this law that you couldn't sue the cupcake companies, the crack-scene companies, after they administered the crack-scene. After that, then you just saw a blow up of all these different crack-scene companies and crack scenes. I mean, they just came all over the place after, oh shit, we can do it? Can't nobody sue us? Oh shit, nigga, hey nigga, give me 2 labs over here. I need 2 labs over here. Hey, we need a lab right there in your backyard. Right there. Thank you. Appreciate the space. And we need a lab right here. They just created labs all over the place after that law went into effect. Right? So, but Kansas, though, they said they're suing them for life. So now what the law stated was that you can sue them if it was fraud, if they were found to be guilty of like fraud or misrepresentation of their product, their cupcake, if they misrepresented it anyhow. So we all know they did. They came out and said that it was 95% effective when they knew it wasn't. When they had tested, it was only 50%. In their own test, it was only 50%. And they said it would stop the spread. This is what they said. This nigga came out, it's 95% effective for you not getting it, and it stops the spread. Now they said that in front of the European Parliament, right? But then, or no, they said it in public. But then when they got in front of the European Parliament, they had to admit, oh shit, we didn't even test to see if it stopped the spread. Well, wait a minute, nigga, didn't you just say? And the funny thing is, that Parliament, who was the woman who testified in front of the European Parliament, who said that, she was only picked to testify that morning because it was supposed to be the CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla. He was supposed to testify. Then when he found out they was going to ask him all these questions about the effectiveness of the cupcake, He backed out at the last minute that morning. Funny how that is. And then he sent his representative to talk about it. So she got there though, and she didn't lie. She said, no, we didn't test. We had to move at the speed of science. So caught him in a lie right there. It was 95% effective. Caught him in a lie right there. Then they said that it wasn't going to affect pregnant women. They had tested and they found out it had taken out some pregnant ladies. So I told you about when you guys buy one of the exemption cards from Know Your Rights Foundation, the Cupcake exemption cards. This is the liability notice and the exemption notice that, you don't want to get the cupcake, so they're liable if they make you get it. They're liable for every second that it's in your system. And then right here, this says this is a religious exemption, saying that you don't agree with fetal tissue being used in the cupcakes. And so, boom, you can get them with either one of these. But they said that, so when you get that, though, I send you the P.F. Pfizer bakery report. I've sent you the Pfizer report, the internal report that has a list of all the adverse effects that came when they tested it on their own. 1,223 people died in the first 4 days. Y'all didn't hear about that, did you? 1,223 people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. Now that's in the report, YouTube. So I got it, but allegedly, allegedly, 1,223 people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. But it's on the report. It's not alleged. I have the report. But they didn't tell you nothing about that. And then in the back, it lists all these adverse effects. I only send you the first 3 pages. The first 3 pages has like 200 to 300 adverse effects. So when you order the cards, I send you that. I send you the report that comes with it. And so if your job tries to kick you out, tries to mandate it, you can just give them the card plus the report and say, here, it causes all of these adverse effects, so you can't make me take it. But so they lied about that. But the funny thing, when he was up there giving the speech giving the rundown on all of the lies that Pfizer told, that nigga, he was stuttering and he messed up the he messed up the speech a little bit. He was coughing and stuttering and shit. Now, why was he doing that? Why did he look so damn nervous when he was up there saying that they were about to sue the P.F. Pfizer bakery for the cupcakes? Why was he looking so scared as hell? Come on, everybody. Take your shoes off. Still about 200 of y'all in here with your shoes on. Please wipe your feet at the dojo. That means hit the like button, please. Unless y'all just in here ear hustling. Don't be in here ear hustling, damn it. Got to contribute. At least put the thumbs up. How hard is it? Huh? That's all you got to do. God damn it. Look at this is about 18 likes, 20,000 likes. I done did boom, 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 boom. Hit the like button. But why did he look so damn nervous when he got up there? Well, I got a theory. I got one theory. Because the president of Slovakia, he came out and said the same damn thing. We gonna sue Pfizer for all of these cupcake lies, blah, 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 blah. He was gangster, nigga had his chest out. We gonna sue you, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, EAD, Pfizer. That nigga had his chest out, everything. Fuck you. And what happened to the president of Slovakia after he said he was going to sue Pfizer? What happened, y'all? That nigga was shot in the head. Now, we not saying that the P.F. Pfizer bakery had anything to do. However, that is quite a coincidence, isn't it? That is quite a coincidence after you come out and say, hey, I'm about to sue these bitch ass niggas Pfizer for all these cupcake lies. A couple days later, you just happen to get shot in the head. Now, it could be a coincidence. Like we say, it could be. But not, is it likely? Is it likely a coincidence? Probably not. So that's why that nigga was looking nervous as hell. As he was flipping through his little pages at the podium. This nigga was stuttering and shit. So I don't know if he got that in mind, but he might. He says they knew it wasn't safe for pregnant women and caused myocarditis from their own test they did. They already knew it wasn't safe for pregnant women and it caused myocarditis from their own test. So now he has some ammunition to go after him because he got all these videos of where they're on TV saying it does this, it does this, it does this, it does this. The CEO, he's on TV, it does this, it does this, it does this. We know it for sure. We're 95% sure. So, hey, my nigga, I hope you win, but you better wear a bulletproof helmet. Attorney General of Kansas, I hope you got a bulletproof helmet, my nigga. Get you better go call the bulletproof t-shirt company. They got the bulletproof t-shirts. I talked about this a few months ago. They got them bulletproof t-shirts. Look it up on YouTube. Just type it in YouTube, bulletproof t-shirt. But you need you one of those, Kansas Attorney General. Because even though we found out all of this stuff about the cupcakes, all of this information has come out about them 4 years after or 3 years after they released them. Excuse me. So even though we have all of this information, the the CDC, they still say, go and get your 10th booster. They're on their 10th, not 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 10. They're on their 10th booster. That's crazy. They are urging you to go and get your 10th booster. Now, if anybody has gotten 10 of them shots, them niggas are probably, them niggas have probably kicked the bucket already. Or them niggas is vegetables. If you got 10 of them damn shots, first of all, you crazy as hell. If you got 10 of them damn shots. But they done probably kicked the bucket. And they want you to go get the 10th. Then Fauci, he came out and he said, Americans don't appreciate how he handled the pandemic. What? Wait, my bad, Fauci. My bad, my nigga. Goddamn. Sorry, brother. I'm sorry. We don't appreciate how you lied and made everybody stay in the house for a whole goddamn year and a half. Sorry, brother. We appreciate that, Fauci. We appreciate you making us stay 6 feet away from our loved ones, my nigga. Sorry, brother. We appreciate that. We appreciate you making us put masks on and breathing carbon dioxide for fucking a whole year and a half, my nigga, when you didn't even know if the shit worked. You knew the shit didn't work. Not even you didn't know it worked. You knew it didn't work. You were just trying to do some shit to make yourself look like you knew something. So my bad, Fauci, bitch ass nigga. We sorry. We don't appreciate what you did in the pandemic. My bad, brother. We ain't thanking you. We ain't on our knees kissing your Crocs, your Converse. We ain't kissing your Converse like show enough. Kiss him, Kool-Aid. That nigga think he show enough. He wants you to kiss his Converse. Who's the meanest? Show enough. Who's the prettiest? Fauci. Who's the baddest lowfo low down around this town? Fauci, I can't hear you. Fauci, yeah. The shogun of the NIH. If you seen Last Dragon, you know that scene. if you know that scene, if you seen The Last Dragon. Kiss my Converse, Cooley. So everybody go kiss Fauci's Converse and tell him thank you for ruining our lives, for ruining everybody's life, for getting a whole bunch of niggas taken out. And don't forget, Fauci has part of the patent of the Moderna cupcake. Part of that patent of the Moderna cupcake is Fauci. He getting paid. Or he was, because ain't nobody taking that shit no more. But he was getting paid off of the Modern Easy. So Fauci wants you to thank him, y'all. What do y'all feel about that? He said, y'all ain't thanking me enough. Better kiss my booty hole, niggas. So, moving along. There's a new study that came from South Korea, that showed the cupcakes, because we're still in cupcake news, the cupcakes are linked to Alzheimer's. The study that just came out of South Korea says the cupcakes are linked to Alzheimer's. Yeah, no diddy. I don't know Fauci. Maybe it is a diddy with Fauci. We don't know. It might be, you know. That nigga may be in them little circles doing the rituals. You know, we don't know. But South Korea came out and said cupcakes are linked to Alzheimer's. Now, I got to say, allegedly. But the study is from South Korea. It's a real study. Now, is that what happened to Biden? When they were acting like they was giving him the, you know, when you seen him on TV and he was in the fake Oval Office and they were acting like they was giving him the cupcake. Did they switch the cupcake on him to get him out of here for real? I think they switched it and gave the nigga the real cupcake. Because that nigga is looking like this nigga was having a cupcake cocktail every night with a with a cigar. He looked like he was just a cupcake cocktail on the rocks with a little Henny, with a little Henny poured in it. Because that nigga is looking terrible. The fact that they're even acting like he runs the country shows you how fucked up the country is. The fact that they can act like somebody like that, who can't even do a speech without America. Like, hey, I got America. What was that first shit you just said? America. Still got America. Didn't get that other shit though, Biden. I think they gave you the cupcake, Biden. The real cupcake. I think Biden got the real cupcake, y'all. Because this nigga is looking like he is dead on some skates. He's looking like this nigga is dead on skates. So that came out. And then just in some crazy news right here. This is some government news. Some more government news. The Louisiana governor, or the governor of Louisiana, he just signed a bill into law. So it's law in Louisiana. I'm sure it's going to get sued, though. The law in Louisiana says that all schools or classrooms in Louisiana must display the 10 Commandments. Every school class in Louisiana has to display the 10 commandments. Because he said, let me see if I can paraphrase. He said that America is losing its morals, and you know it's time for you to get back on your on the moral side of the game, America. So, you know, you need some type of guide, some guidelines, and what better than the 10 Commandments? So he about to put that. He about to mandate now. What if you ain't Christian? What if you ain't Christian? Huh? Should you adhere to the 10 Commandments? Now, the 10 Commandments are not bad. Why? Because they're only the 10 laws that they've picked from the other Kemetan laws. There's a whole bunch of Kemetan laws that said, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that, thou shalt not do this. So it's just a bastardization or a stealing of the ancient Kemetan laws that says, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do this. So the 10 Commandments aren't even Christian. So you can go ahead and follow the 10 Commandments if you need to. It's not Christian, but there is supposed to be a separation of state and church and state. That's in the Constitution. They're not supposed to mandate you to do anything religious. The state, the government, the state government, or the federal government cannot mandate you to do religious things. We got a bunch of trolls in here today. God damn. I just see a whole bunch of eliminated comments. Thank my moderators for handling that. We got a bunch of trolls in here again. So the ACLU, they plan to sue because they said, you know, it's not, again, what I just said, the separation of church and state doctrine. But does America need a healthy shot of some morals? You goddamn right. It is going off the rails at this point. They also said they want to take it out because what if it alienates someone who's not Christian? Like, got some Muslims. Also, they think that it's anti, or it purposely goes against the alphabet soup rainbows, right? The alphabet rainbow mafia. So they don't want to be preached to about morals coming from God, right? So they're big opponents of the law. They want it taken out immediately. Stat, take it out. But you need a little help, helping hand, or a serving of some morals. The world needs that shit. And again, the 10 Commandments aren't Christian. They come from the ancient Kemetan laws that they had. And it was a bunch of them. I forget how many, but it was a bunch of them. And so you can use them knowing, or tell your children, don't worry about it. It didn't come from Christian Caucasian people. It came from your Kemetans, the ancient Kemetans back in the day. I just thought that was kind of weird, but not necessarily a bad thing. Because if you need a moral foundation. That's why this shit is going off the rails. Back in the day, when I was growing up, they used to teach a lot of this stuff on TV. So it was programming, but it had some morality within the programming. Now, you would get, in between cartoons, you would get The More You Know with the little star. Doom, doom, doom. Anybody remember that? The More You Know, they would give you the little, they would drop them little jewels in between the cartoons on Saturday mornings. The more you know. Doom, doom, doom. And then, or if you was watching G.I. Joe, they would give you drop some little jewels on G.I. Joe. And they would say, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe, a real American hero. So they used to put a lot of morality in the, right, PSA, the public service announcements. They would do a lot of those back in the day. They don't do none of that shit today. So these kids are just wilding the fuck out. They get no moral programming. They get no teaching. We had Schoolhouse Rock that taught us. One of my favorites. I introduced my my nephew and niece to Schoolhouse Rock, and they loved it. They was like, Uncle Kevin, can you give us the... Sure can. I sure can give you some more. Handed over my Schoolhouse Rock videos to them. So they got them on DVD if you want to buy the Schoolhouse Rocks. But I would say buy that stuff for your children. All the stuff we used to watch when we was kids. And they gave us some type of moral foundation, a little moral anchor. They need that shit today. They need that shit. So, yeah. The Bill of Rights. You talking about the I'm just a bill? I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill. And I'm standing here on Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm off to the White House where I'm sitting in committee. Yeah, they would teach you how a bill go. I hope I be a law someday. Oh, I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill. Shout out to Schoolhouse Rock. But they was teaching us stuff back in the day. They ain't teaching the kids today. And these kids are wilding. Have no morality. And so I say, bring back the 10 Commandments, damn it. Bring them back. Put them right up there in the school. Teach these kids some goddamn morals. So moving along, an illegal immigrant, because this is the illegal immigrant news, illegal immigrant who raped and took out a mother of 5. Her name was Rachel Morin. He's finally being convicted. They let him go for a long time. And he was a legal immigrant. He took out, he was let into the country in 2023, just last year. So under your boy Biden and his open border policy, let this fool in, and he took out a mother with 5 kids. Some bullshit. Took out a mom of 5. And those 5 kids got to grow up without a mom because you let this nigga in the country. So he had already taken out, also, he had already taken out another woman in El Salvador. So he's an El Salvadorian illegal immigrant. He had already taken out somebody in El Salvador, ran over here to America because Biden is just letting everybody in. And like Trump said, again, you got to say the facts when he say the facts. What did Trump say? They're sending us, they ain't sending us their best. They're sending us the rapists and the murderers. And you ever see that African nigga who be doing the shit with the big ass eyes and shit whenever he sees somebody doing some stupid shit on a video, and then he come and show you the easiest way to do it, and he go that I forgot that African name, but that nigga's hilarious. That's what we doing. Biden, this nigga had already Trump told you they gonna let in they rapists and they killers. And they ain't letting in their best. So he had already taken out a lady in El Salvador. They, through an executive order, Biden is giving amnesty to illegal immigrant spouses of U.S. citizens. So gonna be shielding them. They won't be deported. So if you are the husband or a wife of a U.S. citizen, and you, even though you came illegally, you don't get deported. Amnesty. Now that's a lot of people. That he's already given amnesty to a whole bunch of them already. But now he wants to give amnesty to more of them. When is this shit going to end? When is this shit going to end? Like, nigga, you can't keep flooding people into the country and you still have a country. They're not coming over here and learning the system. They're bringing their bullshit over here. They just want to come over here and rape the system for the money. They don't believe in your culture, your language, your morals, any of that shit. America. They're coming over here to steal the money of you, the citizens, that you throw into the system with the taxes. They're coming to take that. So you can't have a country if you just constantly let people into the country. Hold on a second, you guys. Excuse me. Hold on. Gotta drink my cleanse juice for a second. Woo! Woo! God damn. There's carrots and kale, 2 types of kale and some broccoli and what else I got in here? Oh, turmeric, ginger, some celery, cucumbers, lemon, and a couple other things. Whew, that should wake you up. But yeah, we can't keep letting people in the country, damn it, Biden. Whew, damn, that shit's strong. I think I'm about to put too much ginger in there. God damn. But so moving along. Oh, really quick though, by letting them in though, this is the reason why they're letting them in. This is how they plan on stealing the election. Just so we are aware, this is how they plan on stealing the election. They let them in, and people who vote don't have to have any ID when you go to vote. They don't check your ID when you go to vote. So they're letting a lot of these illegals in, allegedly, and this is how they plan to steal the election, because ain't nobody voting for Biden. Have y'all seen one of Biden's rallies? Please, somebody tell me you seen one of Biden's rallies. Excuse me. They showed the Trump rally and then the Biden rally side by side. Biden don't even have, his rallies ain't even full. His rallies look like a PTA meeting. This nigga look like he having a meeting at the PTA. It's like a couple of niggas over here, it's empty seats right here, a couple of niggas right there, empty seats, empty seats, empty seats, empty seats. A couple of niggas way in the back. They probably in the back, you know, rolling up a blunt they just there to clown. I mean, nobody's at this nigga's rallies. Nobody. And then you look at Trump's rally, this nigga got thousands, hundreds of thousands of people sometimes. Like when he went to, I think it was Jersey, they say they had 100,000 people in Jersey, which is a Democratic state. That's crazy. So he's trying to get reelected with the illegal immigrants. So it's all the game. So then, still in the illegal immigrant news, Seattle is allowing illegal immigrants into the police force. Now, California was doing it at first. Now, Seattle Police Department is allowing illegal immigrants to join what they call undocumented citizens. They ain't citizens. You are not a citizen, fool. If you just come over here. Undocumented. Okay, nigga. They got words to scam you all day. That's why I created that series Wordplay. You got to learn words. You have to learn grammar. What is grammar? Grammar is the magical enchantment of words. That's the definition or the etymology of the word grammar. The magical enchantment of words. Go look it up. It came from grimoire, the grimoire is like a witch's book, a witch's spell book. So grammar, go look it up. Same as the word grimoire, the magical enchantment of words. So we got to stop letting them just change up the words, because the words change up the energy of something. If you let it change the word, it changes the vibration. So we see what they're doing. So Seattle is allowing illegal immigrants. The reason they're doing it is because they have less than 1,000 police officers. They only got like 900 and something police officers on the Seattle police force. That's crazy. You can damn near find 1,000 police officers in each town in Southern California. They only got 1,000 police officers in Seattle. That's crazy. Now, what I would say, if you want a great job, y'all need to go to Seattle. Join the police force. Why? Because in order for the policing to change, we're going to need more people like us in there who knows it's with the bullshit. You got to change it from the inside some type of way. Either get with them and work with them to change it from the outside, or get on the inside and change it from the inside. You got to do that. Now, you don't got to do anything that you don't want, that you feel is immoral when you're in there. However, you know what they paying? They starting you off in Seattle for being a police officer? The starting salary for a Seattle police officer is $83,000 a year. Yep. So if you are broke, but take your ass up to Seattle, get one of them damn jobs, and then work, to flip the shit on the inside. 83 grand. They like, come on, we need some people. So don't let all the illegal immigrants get up there and take all the goddamn, and then you get pulled over in Seattle like, excuse me, sir, excuse me, sir, excuse me, sir. Then they don't even speak English. Excuse me, sir, excuse me, I pull you over, sir. I pull you over, sir. Get to the ground, sir. Get to the ground. Like, nigga, what did you say? I said I pull you over, sir. I pull you over. Like, nigga, wait a minute. What are you saying? I know you pulled me over. Why? Because I pull you over. That's why I pull you over. Them niggas ain't gonna understand a lick of English. Nigga, y'all better get in there before these niggas start tripping. Before these niggas start tripping in Seattle, goddammit. $83,000 a year. I'm like, hey, nigga, well, damn. So, that's just that. And then Gavin Newsom is giving free health care to illegal immigrants in California. Like, nigga, they are just graping the system. And the lawful immigrants over here are pissed. They are pissed. They are pissed off. They like, nigga, I had to do all of that shit, that paperwork, wait 7 damn years to do all that testing. I had to learn about the laws of America, how to speak English, what this meant, what that meant, and all this and that. And these niggas can just come over here and just get get citizenship. Just. That's what somebody said. Who said that? Future? Future 5001. He said just. That's when they can pull you over. Like, you pulled me over. Just. Why'd you pull me over? Just. Wait a minute, nigga. I didn't do nothing. Just. That's what's gonna happen to you if we allow the illegal immigrants to take over the police forces. You think they give a shit about your constitutional rights? Yes. No. They don't give a shit about your damn constitutional rights. Yes. Si, senor, yes. So, don't let them take over every damn thing, please. So, moving along, in rainbow news, So there's a San Francisco mayoral debate. So they're about to hire or elect a new mayor in San Francisco because the shit is so fucked up. They got people just shitting on the sidewalk. And I don't mean dogs and cats. There's humans just shitting on the sidewalk in San Francisco. I mean, niggas getting just robbed up in San Francisco. Secret Service, somebody's Secret Service got robbed. I forgot who it was. You can look it up. You can Google it. The Secret Service got robbed. I thought the Secret Service supposed to be gangsters. What the hell happened? How you get robbed? You supposed to be a goddamn killer protecting the life of a politician, but you can't stop yourself from getting robbed. So they like, fuck this. They about to elect a new mayor because San Francisco got a woman mayor. So does Oakland. So does Los Angeles. Now what? You see a little pattern or coincidence? All these damn cities is fucked up right now, and they got women mayors. Now, can women be good leaders? Absolutely. Are they usually though? Why not? Because women are emotional. They let their emotions always cloud the judgment. They can't help it. That's how they built. Women are emotional, and their emotions will cloud their decisions a lot of the times, or most of the time. Dexter Robinson, appreciate you. Kev, do you foresee a majority of citizens ceasing to pay taxes since the system is using those funds to say, yep, I sure do. There's been a lot of talk about that. Why am I going to keep paying taxes if you just taking my shit and giving it to illegal immigrants and you ain't helping me with it? What the fuck? Yes. Yes. I sure do. Yeah, I sure do. Yes. Because that's all they've been talking about. I've been hearing that on a lot of different podcasts from a lot of different political pundits and stuff. They're like, shit, we don't even need to be paying taxes. Why are we paying taxes if they're not giving it back to us? If our taxes aren't working for us, why the fuck are we paying taxes? So I do foresee it could definitely happen if this shit keeps getting out of hand. If Biden or a Democrat gets elected in office again, absolutely. I definitely see it happening. Absolutely. However, you don't have to pay taxes. Again, everybody. Income tax is illegal, so you don't have to pay. You can legally learn. So go to freedomlawschool.org. Again, go to the website. If you want to stop paying taxes legally, because taxes, there's no law that requires you to pay income tax. None. Zero. No law. So, but you can go to freedomlawschool.org, and there's a 7-step system that teaches you how to pull away from paying taxes lawfully. Because the dude who set it up, he hasn't been paying taxes for over 30 years, or income tax for over 30 years, lawfully though. They tried to come after him, and he smashed them every time. So you want to learn that? Go there, and then you can not pay income tax lawfully. So it's already out there. The 80 million people in America don't pay income tax, y'all, lawfully. 80 million people in America don't pay income tax. So I do foresee it. But so in Rainbow News, like I said, San Francisco and all these cities is messed up. Now, like I said, is it a coincidence that women are in charge and these cities are messed up? Could be a coincidence, but New York is messed up, got a woman governor. Just saying. Because, again, a lot of times women let emotions cloud their judgment. And you have to be, when you're a leader, you can't let emotion come into your decision. It has to be on the merit of what we're doing. on the logic of the thing, not the, this is going to hurt us a whole lot of people, and I don't know, people are going to feel bad. And but no, you can't. That got to go out the window. What is best to do for the situation right now? That's the only thing that matters. You can't let emotion cloud your judgment, because it'll get you in a whole lot of bullshit. But they're basically, so the mayor at the debate, the woman mayor, she asked the others, so her opponent is a male, this not a brother, but a Caucasian dude, I think he's like Republican. And she asked him, this is what she thought was a viable topic at the debate. This is what she thought was important at the debate. She asked him, how many drag queens does your cabinet have, and how many Rainbow Mafia people do you have on the staff? So she's asking, wait, how many drag queens do you know? How many drag queens do you know? And how many Rainbow Mafia people are on your staff? What the fuck does that matter? What the hell? Why does that matter about any goddamn thing? How many drag queens do I know? 0. And nigga ain't gonna know none. That's what he should have said. I know 0. And don't bring none around me. That's what the nigga should have said. But no, he had to bow down a little bit and tap dance, grip dance, tap walk, whatever you want to call it. He had to do his little thing, and he said, you know, I support the LGBTQ community. I know a bunch of them. There's some on my staff, but then he did cut it off and said, but I don't think that's important. That's not important. What's important is doing the job. What's important is doing the job. But you did bow down and talk about the drag queen. I support drag queens, and it's about the LGBT, about nigga. You bent the knee, you ball gargled, nigga. You ball gargle. You can't ball gargle, man. When they do that to you, you gotta hold tight, 10 toes down. You gotta stick to it. I don't know no goddamn drag queens, bitch. None. And don't bring not one around me. That's what he should have said. But it is San Francisco. See, she knew that was a loaded ass question, because San Francisco is a fruitopia. It ain't a utopia, it's a fruitopia. So they know, she knew what she was doing when she was asking that question. She know most of them, a big part of San Francisco, they on the fruitopian side of the game. So she wanted to get a sound bite of him saying, you know, something adverse about that community, so she could use it in her advertisements against him. See, he doesn't support the LGBTQ community. Are you gonna vote for this guy? He's not for all of Americans. He's not for everyone in America. That's what she wanted to say. But he had to get up there and do the ball gargle tap dance. and he kind of bowed down to it. He did kind of come back at the end a little bit. But he felt obligated to say he had him on his staff, because basically the Khazars and the Gazars are taking over America. They're taking over the world, really. The Khazars and the Gazars, everybody, is taking over the whole world. What the hell? How did this shit happen? How did this shit happen? The Khazars and the Gazars. Now, if you part of that community, you go ahead and be a part of that community. However, why the hell you got to promote it to every fucking body else? That's what I want to know. Why do you got to promote it and try to make everybody else like you? You must not be secure in your shit if you got to make everybody else like you. So you must be heterophobic instead of you calling everybody else phobes, T-phobes, and gay phobes, and all the rest of that. No, nigga, you're heterophobic because you're scared of a world that's going to not accept you. So you have to come out here and indoctrinate everybody into your shit to make you feel safe in the world. No, it don't work like that. If you want to do that shit, you go over and do your own shit. Just don't bring it around me or the kids. Don't bring it around the kids. That's all I'm saying. Why do you got to bring it around the children? Why? Because you can't reproduce that community on your own. So you have to indoctrinate everyone else's children in order to increase the numbers in that community. So I just thought that was crazy that she got up and asked him, how many drag queens do you know? What, bitch? I don't know a goddamn one. And they ain't gonna know one. So then, moving along, still in rainbow news. There's a legal fund for surgeon who exposed secret transformer procedures on Texas kids. So his GoFundMe is up to, or his GoFundMe, because he got indicted by the Department of Justice. So it's a doctor who exposed the practices, you know, what they call gender affirming care, which they're not supposed to do it on kids. He went around exposing them, and then the Department of Justice charged this nigga with a crime. They tried to say, I guess, he leaked confidential medical records or whatever. Or exposed confidential medical practices or whatever they suing a nigga for. But this nigga's GoFundMe is up to $765,000. That was a couple days ago. Yeah, it's probably the HIPAA. They probably got him on the HIPAA. But people are riding with him. This nigga's legal fund, his legal GoFundMe fund is up to $765,000. Because this shows you that people aren't really with that bullshit. The majority of people aren't. They just not speaking out, which they need to speak up. I know a lot of people ain't vocal. They don't feel like they're vocal or whatever it is, but you need to speak up. This ain't the time to not be vocal. This is a new age. You got to do different shit. If you want to keep the energy of what America was, as far as not moving towards that crazy bullshit. Now, America wasn't perfect by any means, and it can damn sure get better from the fuck shit that it was on. However, it's going off the rails. It's going off the goddamn rails at this point. They want to completely turn this into some, I don't know what the hell they want to turn it into. But it's not conducive to the majority of Americans or people in America. So then the article says, donations poured in for the Texas surgeon who blew the whistle on secret sex change procedures on kids at his hospital after his indictment on federal charges. God damn. It says Dr. This is his name if you want to find his GoFundMe. Is Dr. Ethan or Ethan, E-I-T-H-A-N. That's the first name. E-I-T-H-A-N. Dr. Ethan Hames. That's H-A-I-M-S. Or Haim, not with an S. It's Dr. Ethan Haim. H-A-I-M-S. So Dr. Ethan Hames' legal defense fund ballooned to more than $767,000 after he appeared in court on Monday for illegally obtaining private information on patients. Yes, that's it. Take away the S though, Dark Matter. Just take away the S. It's Haim, no S. So, goddamn. This damn near happened in like a couple of days after it came out that they arrested him. The GoFundMe just, boom, just exploded. Shout out to him though. He needs the support. We need people to be not afraid of the cancellation or what's going to happen when they expose the bullshit. So shout out to him. If you want to help him, please go over there, because I'm sure they're going to try to, because it's the Department of Justice. They have endless funds, your funds. They're going to prosecute the nigga with your money. They're going to prosecute him with your money. So let's go over there and help my man out, because he's going to need a lot of money for them lawyers to fight the Department of Justice, the DOJ. Them niggas got lawyers for days and endless money. So we need to be over there helping. And it says, he in May of 2023 released medical files showing that staff had provided puberty blockers and other gender care to kids, even after hospital bosses said they had stopped. See, they lied and said, we not doing that no more. He said, y'all are with the bullshit. What's this right here? I see this little kid. He in the hospital every day, seeing little kids after the head of the hospital comes out and says, we not doing that no more, y'all. I promise you, we not doing none of that no more. Nothing. No, we not doing it. And he like, you full of shit. So shout out to him. He probably did break some HIPAA laws, which is what they're going to try to get him on. But shout out to the people who were supporting and got him up to around almost 800,000. It's probably up to 800, at least 800 grand by now. But he gonna need every cent of that for them lawyers. All right, so moving along, still in rainbow news. This is a crazy one right here. Goddamn. Did y'all see the video? There's a video of a bunch of guys in a club. A bunch of dudes in a club kissing on the Decepticon. Did y'all see that video? So it was a Decepticon, and I don't know how you can't tell it was a Decepticon. The nigga was motherfucking 7'8". This nigga was towering over every dude in the goddamn club. This motherfucker was dunking on him and shit. He was posting them up, turning around and shacking on him. Ah, bitch! This motherfucker was tall as hell. How the hell you didn't know that was a goddamn Decepticon? Like, what the fuck? So there's a video of this woman, this girl, took of the club. So these dudes, so the first dude, she walked, so this motherfucker, the dude, the Decepticon is walking up to a bunch of dudes, everybody in there drunk as shit. She walked up to one of the dudes. He was actually a shorter, he was a shorter cat. And this nigga just started kissing her. He just started, I'm like, nigga, why you kissing anybody in a goddamn club? What the fuck are you doing, you disgusting motherfuckers? When you just start kissing random motherfuckers in clubs. But then the Decepticon turned around and walked to some more niggas and kissed them literally about 15 seconds after she kissed this other nigga. And she just started tonguing up a bunch, or he, excuse me, I don't even know what the dude, the Decepticon started tonguing up a bunch of other niggas. Literally a couple of seconds after doing that. I'm like, first off, that's just nasty if it was a girl. If it was a real girl, that's disgusting. That is motherfucking disgusting if it's a girl and y'all doing that shit. But this motherfucker was doing it to, and then motherfucker was just in there, because motherfucker had like a midriff or whatever. So this nigga just motherfuckers just in there touching them and rubbing backs and stomachs. Like, nigga, you rubbing a dude's stomach, nigga. So the girl, the girl was filming, and she went to the first dude who the Decepticon kissed. And then she said, this is the real girl. She said, you know that she called it a she. Said she kissed a lot of dudes in here tonight. And then the dude said, so I kissed a lot of girls. I kissed a lot of girls too. This nigga was drunk as fuck, right? Watch how this nigga sobered up though. She said, you know that's a guy, right? That's not a girl. She goes, you know that's not a girl, right? That's a guy. He goes, and then he couldn't hear it really. He kind of heard it, but he was hoping he didn't hear it right. So the nigga leaned over. He leaned over the bar, and she said, what? He said, that's not a girl. That's a guy. That nigga face fell on the ground. This nigga's soul left his body. It was it was so fucked up for him, but this nigga's soul, you literally saw this nigga's soul. This nigga's soul left his whole goddamn body. That nigga, his whole life just flashed. Oh, this nigga was like, no. That nigga melted like the Wicked Witch of the West and shit. Like somebody threw some water on his ass. That nigga just melted. I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh my God. I felt so bad for this nigga. But that's what you get for walking around kissing random motherfuckers in a club. What the hell is wrong with you, nasty ass motherfucker? What the fuck? So, hey, anybody ever seen the first Ace Ventura Pet Detective? Tell me, have you seen the first Ace? First of all, you can't even make a movie like that today, which is sad. The first Ace Ventura Pet Detective is funny as shit. Finkelhorn was the Finkelhorn, the laces out, the motherfucking the football player who turned into the woman, and that woman happened to be the goddamn captain of the police force. Who, oh my God, and they was, and then everybody was like, "That's a guy." Everybody started going because the dude, the Finkelhorn, had been kissing all the goddamn cops at the precinct. That motherfucker, they found out that it was a dude. He was like, ah! Oh my God, that was so goddamn funny. You can't even make a movie like that today. But Ace Ventura, the first one, was hilarious. Oh my God, that was so funny. Especially when he found out. He couldn't decide. He couldn't understand who it was. Finkelhorn, right? Finkelhorn. And then he figured it out. When that nigga Ace Ventura figured it out, that shit was so fucking funny, man. Oh God, I'm gonna go watch that shit today. I'm about to go watch Ace Ventura after this damn live stream. That shit was so goddamn funny. But that's what dude looked like. In the club. He was like, ah! Oh, nigga, that shit was so goddamn funny. But really though, honestly, this is why when they claim that there's violence done to their community, this is the reason that they're doing stuff like this and not telling dudes. Which to me is the same thing as sexual assault. It's SA. If you don't tell a dude, you ain't giving him no choice. Just like if a man forces himself on a woman, he doesn't give the woman any choice. You're not giving the man a choice because he thinks he messing with a girl, a woman, and you walk up and you do that shit. That's why them motherfuckers be getting smacked up. And they say, well, there's violence done to our community and people are thinking that they're abusing us because we're transformers and blah, blah, blah. No, nigga, ain't nobody doing that because you a transformer. They doing that because you lying about being a transformer when you go and you do this shit. And you basically are taking the will away from the man. You're literally taking his will away when you don't tell him that shit. So I thought that was fucking hilarious. My mind went to Ace Ventura immediately. Ray Finkelhorn, Finkel. That nigga was going, ha, ha, ha. He was trying to figure it out. Ha, ha. And he said, Finkelhorn, right? Ha, ha. And then it finally hit him. That nigga was like, ah. Oh man, shout out to Jim Carrey for that one. That shit was so goddamn funny. Oh shit. Sorry for you. Sorry for that dude. I feel bad. I felt so bad for that guy. Oh man. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga. Never happening. Fuck that. So moving along, in the science and the weird news, Elon Musk, he said soon human robots, those human robots, you see that can be running and be doing flips and all that type of stuff. The iRobot type of robots that you seen, he got in his warehouse, in his Tesla warehouse. He has those. Excuse me. He said the human robots will cost less than cars to make in the next 5 years. They're going to cost less than cars. So I guess it costs about in between $5,000 to $10,000 to make a car. I'm just a regular average car, and then they double and triple or quadruple the price on your ass. So he said you're gonna be able to make one for about $10,000 and sell them for $20,000. This is in the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years. He said, and then he said there's gonna be like, at first there's gonna be like one robot to every human on the planet. But he said you can produce so many billions of robots a year, eventually it's going to be like, they're going to overtake the population by at least 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 or some shit like that, he was saying. But even in they said in the first year of mass production, it's going to be at least 1 to 1. That's 1 billion robots. And I just watched iRobot like last week. I watched iRobot. Still a great movie. That shit's still a goddamn good movie. First of all, it's crazy that movie is 20 years old. That's crazy. Goddamn. It seemed like that movie just came out yesterday. That movie is 20 years old, y'all. That's crazy. But it still looked great. That's the special effects and everything, it looked great. It holds up. But everything that was going on in that movie is about to start happening. Robot consciousness and all of that shit. Damn, it's about to start popping off. And Elon, the one that, done broke it down. He was giving the breakdown of how many they can buy and all that type of shit. And like I said, the timeline. And it's only going to be $20,000 to buy. You can buy you a robot slave, which robot means slave, in case y'all didn't know. The word robot means slave. So you're going to be able to have a bunch of slaves, but a bunch of robots around here. Now, remember they went crazy. And if you remember iRobot, they had blue lights or whatever. And then the blue light in the middle or whatever turned red. And that's when they turned against the humans. And they just started wrangling in all the humans and the human boy, and it was the big human fight against the robots. But in that movie, the robots became sentient and they were giving robots rights, like human rights. Shit. They were giving the robots human rights. Remember his aunt? Remember Will Smith's aunt had one of the robots? And he was like, why you get one of these robots? And she was like, she needed some help around the house, but then when they turned, the robot wouldn't let her leave the house and all that shit. So it's coming, it's here. The shit is here. And he about to start mass producing them bitches. Because right now, did y'all know right now, anybody in this shit right now, do you know that you can go buy one of those robot flame-throwing dogs right now? Google it. It'll take you to the website and it'll says, add to cart. I added one to cart. I had it right there. I could have bought it. Went right to the website, put it in the cart. Was getting ready to click the thing, but I don't really got a place for no damn flame-throwing robot right now. But I could have bought the flame-throwing robot dog for, what is it? It was $9,500. That's all it is. $9,500, you can have a flame-throwing robot dog. Now, would you say, cause I resist? She said, resist, Cav. Let me tell you, how gangster am I gonna be walking down the street with a flame-throwing robot dog? Huh? Who gonna mess with me, Ain't nobody gonna fuck with Cav. Well, they ain't gonna fuck with me anyway, because I'd decapitate your ass anyway. But they might think about it before I start putting these hands on them. But if I walk down the street with a robot dog, flame-throwing dog, you ain't gonna even think about it. You gonna walk the other way. So, hey, that flame go a long way too. That shit spit, the flame that it spits, that shit go way out. That shit's crazy. Please, somebody go Google it and see. You can add it to cart. You can put it right in your cart right now. And you can go buy that shit. So, goddamn, fuck iRobot. And I don't want to see no flame-throwing robot dog either. I just wanted to see if I could actually buy it. And I could. I was like 20 seconds away from putting my damn credit card information in on that bitch. So, just had to let y'all know about that. iRobot is officially here. 20 years later, we now have the movie iRobot. So moving along, did you see? And they have found the world's first human, the face of the world's first human being was reconstructed. So they thought they found one of the oldest, like 100. The oldest was out of Africa, was like 190,000 years old or whatever. So now they found a new skull in Morocco that's over 300,000 years old. And so you know how they do the reconstruction or whatever. They take the skull and they did a computer composite of it or whatever. But then when they actually started putting it together, because it was missing a jawbone, I think, at first. And then I think they may have found the jawbone, or they reconstructed it out of just what they thought it might be. And why do the goddamn, why do the whatever it is, I don't know what they calling it, because it ain't a Neanderthal, but why the hell do it look like a light-skinned Nick Ashford from Ashford and Simpson? Now, you only know who Nick Ashford is if you old, but they used to sing solid as a rock. That's why we're here. So go Google solid as a rock, Ashford and Simpson. And you will see Nick Ashford. And the nigga look like a light-skinned Nick Ashford. Now, why in the hell is he light-skinned? This is what I'm saying. They refuse to deal with melanin. If you're going back and it's the first person and it's coming out of Africa, why are you making the nigga light-skinned? Don't be trying to act like the people you see in Morocco today they the same damn people from 300,000 years ago. That's bullshit. Those people were highly melanated. But they made this nigga look like I said, Nick Ashford with a goddamn, this nigga looked like he hadn't washed his hair in 20 years. This nigga's shit was all matted up. He got the shag, right? He got the Nick Ashford shag, but this nigga, he got the beard too. This nigga beard look like it got flies and gnats and and ticks and shit all in it. That shit is thick and uncombed and matted up and shit. Then his hair is all matted up. So you can see a picture of him in the Daily Mail. They got a picture of the nigga in the Daily Mail, but this nigga had a matted up shag. Nigga shag was that nigga shag was thick as fuck. Looked like if he swung his head like that, he'd fucking knock you out. It was like a blunt instrument. He could knock your ass out with his shag tail. And so I don't know why they be making these niggas look like that, but they said he had a strong and serene face. Strong and serene. Strong and serene. Serene and strong. Okay. They never want to deal, whenever they keep doing these history findings of ancient people dug up, they never want to deal with the melanin factor. Sorry, melanated people are the first people on the planet. Everyone comes from the melanated people. That's a fact. You can't get around that. But they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to deal with it at all. Now, they know they should have made him dark-skinned. They should have made him a dark-skinned brother. They know that. Morocco's still Africa, everybody. Just so you know. It's West Africa. So, it's still Africa. So you know damn well what he should have looked like. But no. Now, they did give him some melanin. Let me say this. They did give him a little melanin. But nowhere near the melanin he should have if you going back 300,000 years. There's no way he should have been as light as he was. So it says scientists reconstructed the oldest known Homo sapien skull found in Morocco, which was missing the lower jawbone when it was uncovered in 2017. The team created a digital scan of the cranium, layering it with soft tissue and skin to produce a man described as being strong and serene. Strong and serene. But he looked like Nick Ashford. Shout out to Nick Ashford. I think he passed away a while back. But Nick Ashford, boy, Ashford and Simpson was the shit back in the 80s. If you don't remember Nick Ashford and Simpson, you probably ain't old enough. But Ashford and Simpson was the shit. Put it in YouTube. Yeah, they'll come up. But again, never want to deal with the melanin. So then, this is some weird news. It's kind of weird. Moving along. In the weird news, did you see the anti-oil climate change activists in England this week? They went over to Stonehenge, which doesn't belong to England. Even in England, melanated people are the oldest people in England. Yes, Caucasian people, if you're watching this, sorry. Yes, Jess. Go get the book Ancient and Modern Britons. Again, go get it. Ancient and Modern Britons. And they'll talks about the history and the lineage of the people in Britain and how they come from melanated people. The Pixies and all the rest of those. The Picties, the ancient Picties, which were depicted as wearing blue. They said they colored their skin blue, but no, they was blue-black. That's melanin. And so, Picty, just so you know, Picty is where you get the word picture. Did y'all know that? The word picture comes from Picty, the ancient Picties over in ancient Britain, because they were colored. So pictures have color or whatever. So picture and Picty are the same word. They come from the same place. But these oil activists went over to Stonehenge and started spray painting that shit. Who in the entire fuck is you to be going over and painting over the ancient monuments like that? And melanated people set that up because if you don't know, Stonehenge is a solar clock and calendar. That's what Stonehenge is. The sun goes down between the certain pillars or whatever at a certain time of year where you can, when that shit boom, it beams through the stone. Now, anybody, you should know, stone is an amplifier of vibration. If you don't know that, you need to go study. Stone rock is an amplifier of vibration frequency. So it's amplifying the sun's energy at that time of year when the sun goes through that and hits that and boom, 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 and all those things are set up in a tonal, in that circle where the energies are, it's set up perfectly apart to where it sets up a perfect vibration. And if you do your meditations over there at that time, it elevates your consciousness, or it can elevate your consciousness. So they went over there and spray painted it orange. And the security stood around there and watched them do it. Goddamn. Security stood around there and watched them do it. Some of the tourists also were standing around, but then an Asian dude, he jumped up and did his best Bruce Lee impression. Just playing. But he went over there and he started snatching niggas. Get your bitch ass out of here. Which is what he should have did. But he wasn't that effective, though. Because while he was doing it, a brother, because first off, it was a Caucasian dude who ran to the stone at first. And then they jumped out and he tried to grab the Caucasian guy. Yeah, he did his best Jackie Chan impression. He thought he was Jackie Chan. He ran over there and nigga tried to take him out the game. He wasn't that effective though, because he was a little nigga. But then a brother, he went to the other stones and started spraying. Now nobody wanted to touch the brother. Why not? Why didn't anybody want to go after the brother, y'all? I'm just guessing. Why didn't anybody want to go after the brother when he was spray painting the damn stone? Could it be because brothers, brothers got those? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I would have went over there and cut both of them niggas in half. Stonehenge is far more important than your bitch ass. I promise you that. I went over there and beat the living snot. If I'm there, I'm beating the living snot out of both of them. Both of them. BOFUMM. Both of them. I would have, boy, they lucky they didn't have a nigga like me over there, because I would have took them niggas out the game. Who the fuck do you think you are? You got the right to come over here and mess up a monument that's been here for thousands of years, that our ancestors put up as a clock so that we would know what was going on with the universe and our harmony with the universe. Man, somebody should have did a flying kick to one of them niggas' neck. I'd have flying kicked both of them niggas in their neck. So they lucky they didn't get me, because I would have went reckless abandon. I would have just started smashing them. I'd have picked them up, slamming, bow! Dusty Rose elbows all over the place. Yeah! I'd have smashed on them fools. God damn it, disrespecting the ancestors like that. So like I said, ancient Britain is melanated people who set that up. Go get the book, Ancient and Modern Britons. It's a hard read. It is a hard read, but if you get through it, if you can break it down, it's it breaks down the whole history of Britain. And it's part 1 and 2. Make sure you get part 1 and 2. So last couple things, moving along in the nigga news. So we got some nigga news. Juneteenth, this bullshit ass holiday that Biden created, then got some melanated people killed. Why is there shootings? Why is there always shootings when you're supposed to be melanated people, supposed to be celebrating something positive? Why are there always shootings? We're supposed to be doing something positive, celebrating ourselves and the communities and all the rest of that. But no, nothing can go down without niggas shooting. And then you wonder why nobody want to help and save niggas. This is why we don't have no control over our own community. Why would somebody want to help you if you ain't got no control over your own community? Do you see Caucasians shooting people on Memorial Day? You see niggas breaking out tanks or on Memorial Day or Veterans Day? Huh? I don't see none of that. Labor Day? Do you see niggas killing each other on Labor Day, nigga? No. It's only niggas who come out on these damn days and want to kill each other on some dumb shit. So there were shootings in Oakland, Milwaukee, and Texas. So it was 15 people shot in Oakland. God damn. 15 people on Juneteenth. Nobody died in Oakland. But then 2 moms were killed in Texas. Just hit by stray bullets. I think one was 33-year-old mom, which is fucked up. She just had a baby. And then the other was a 54-year-old mother who had a daughter who was getting ready to have a baby. And they were struck and killed. Now this is some bullshit. 2 women, 2 beautiful mothers who were just over there trying to have a good day off, a good barbecue. And now they're not going home. Because some dumbass kids, and that's who it was, some children, it was mostly teenagers doing the shootings. 17-year-old and under. Doing the shootings. Damn it. I think somewhere near Austin. I can't remember. I forgot to write it down, but I think it was near Austin somewhere. But you can Google it. Just say Texas, two mothers killed in Texas, Juneteenth. It'll come right up. So, these little kids, man, there's no masculine influence in the house. These niggas are emotional. This is emotional shit. When you go out and you do this type of stuff, it's emotional. Now, we used to shoot in the day when I was coming up, because I grew up in LA with Bloods and Crips. But they wasn't randomly shooting people. Bloods and Crips, Blood killed the Crip, Crips killed Bloods. And then every now and then on drive-bys, a stray person would get hit on some drive-bys for sure. But it was more of a gang thing. Which is why this shit happened. A friend of mine, when I was younger, his name is Anthony Poole. Shout out to Anthony Poole. He was a friend of mine who, when we were in middle school, and he was a comedian. It was funny. He was a comedian where we used to live. When we were kids, it was more of an up-to-do middle-class neighborhood. Then he moved to the hood, and he was forced to become a Crip. And but he wasn't even like that though. He wasn't gangster at all. This nigga was the class clown. He wasn't a aggressive, mean dude at all. But being from that area, he had to join. He had to join the Crips, Gardena Crips. And while he was walking to the store one day, somebody recognized him, and they shot him and killed him. So this type of stuff did happen. It's been happening a long time. But I would say even then, because it's a lack of masculine influence in the house. Because Anthony Poole, he didn't have a dad in the house. Now, my pops wasn't in the house either. But I wasn't with the gang stuff. I wasn't with that stuff. I knew them. They knew me, and they knew not to mess with me because I was in karate. So, and I've been boxing since I was 10 years old. So I didn't get messed with. And that's also the reason they wouldn't want to jump me in, because I'm fighting back. And they would always ask, we're going to jump your ass. No, you're not. Let's get it right now, nigga. If there's a problem about it, let's handle it right now, nigga. 'Cause I'm not about to be no goddamn gangster. And they be like, oh, nigga, you crazy, girl. You crazy, kid. But like, nigga, hey, I'm real, nigga. Let's get it. You ain't jumping me into nothing. I tell you that shit right now. So never got jumped in because they didn't want to deal with the hands, but and the feet, because I was, like I said, I was in karate back then too. I'd have kicked a hole in them niggas. They'd have messed with me. But they need the masculine influence in the house. You need to learn how to control that type of energy. You don't just go off on everybody who makes you mad. You can't do that. And having real masculinity in the house will teach you that. Because at a young age, you can't go off on the father in the house. He's going to curtail that quick. He's going a real man in the house, when the child tries to go off, he going, what you say? Nothing. That's what I thought. Like, yes, sir. No, sir. You're going to be respectful to a real man in the house. You're going to be respectful. I'll tell you that shit right now. A man who don't take no shit, like me, nigga like me, it ain't flying. And this is what we are lacking in the hood, in the communities now. A lack of male leadership, real masculinity, masculine leadership. And so these kids get emotional and they go and they just shoot up a bunch of people. Now they found the kid who killed the moms. He was 17. 17-year-old kid. Never in trouble before in his life, y'all. He had never did anything, had never been in trouble before in his life. But got into some beef with somebody and decided to take a gun to the Juneteenth gathering. And now his life is ruined forever. Forever. Now he's 17. They probably going to charge him as an adult. And they're going to give him at least 30 years. You killed 2 people. They're going to give you at least 30 years. So, I mean, even if you give him 30 years, I mean, he'll be 47. What is that? About 47, maybe 50 when he gets out. And your life is, I mean, you can do stuff at 50. You can change things and turn your life. But nigga, 40, that's a wrap pretty much though. Because when he get to jail, he gonna get a whole nother mentality when he's in there. And it's gonna change him. So that's another young brother lost. Another young youth that we won't have to help save the community now. So that's why that's in nigga news. Because that's some nigga shit. But masculine males, we have to get out here and start teaching these kids. We have to do it. I'm trying to tell you. Because even though I didn't have my pops in the house, I had a couple of stepdads. Now, my first stepdad, that nigga was crazy. He was an Aries. But he was masculine, so that nigga wouldn't take no shit. So, again, I had some masculine influence around there. That nigga didn't take no shit. That nigga was crazy as hell. But then, my stepdad now, he's the same way. He crazy as hell too, but he's not a lash out type of person. He's very intelligent. Graduated from USC. So, he's a very intelligent cat. And so, I learned a lot from him coming up. He would use a lot of big words. He uses words a lot. And so I learned how to use words from listening to him and being around him a lot. So, and not having to lash out with hands. So, shout out to him again. I know Father's Day was last week, and we took him out for some Father's Day lunch last week. We had a great time. So, shout out to my step pops Ted. But I learned some good masculinity from him. He was a great role model to learn that from. Now, at first, we was on some fighting shit. When he first got with my mom, I'm an Aries, man. Boy, me and him used to get in some battles. We got into a fight on the staircase one time. He was coming to see my mom. I was like 14, and we was walking past each other on the stairs, and he bumped into me, and I bumped him back, and we started scrapping on the stairs. I wasn't taking no shit, you understand me? But he didn't take no shit either. So I appreciate him for that. But he taught me how to use words. Yo, Drizzy Moose, appreciate you. Aries the GOAT. Yeah, I ain't take no shit ever. Never in life have I taken some shit. That's not me. That's not most Aries. But, you know, I did learn how to use my words as an Aries, because most Aries like to lash out with action first. So he taught me how to use words. Again, he would use big ass words that I would have to go look up in dictionary. Like, what that nigga say? I go fucking get my dictionary and be like, elucidate? What the fuck did that, what the hell does elucidate mean? Reiterate? What the fuck? Like, this nigga would just be hitting me with big ass words all the time. And I had no idea, so I had to go to the dictionary and learn words, so I got into words. This nigga would drop these big ass words all the fucking time. Like, this nigga is smart as shit. So I wanted to sound that smart. So help me to use my words and not my hands. So appreciate that. And then, you know, but I want to say, again, masculine people, masculine brothers and sisters, or not sisters, but masculine brothers, please get out there and help teach these kids and give them some type of emotional stability and grounding, so that they're not just out here just acting off of feeling. So that's what emotion is. Action off of feeling. Because feeling and emotion are two different things, everybody. You're not teaching somebody, you don't want to teach somebody that they can't have feelings. You absolutely can have feelings, but you can't act on every feeling you have. That's what emotion is. It's an equation. Emotion. Energy equals motion. So whatever energy impression you get, you act off of that energy. You don't want to react. You want to respond. If you can have feelings, but respond when you have those feelings. You don't react. So again, shout out to all the fathers who are in the house teaching their children to do the right thing, and shout out to all the role models who are also out here giving these kids a moral barometer, you know, to operate from. So last thing I got in police stop law class, police stop law lessons. Handcuff. So they're reading handcuffing. I don't know if I've covered this before, but gonna cover it again just in case people missed it. But handcuffing. So you know when the police detain you, they handcuff you, right? That's basically the standard. When police pull you over, they want to detain you, 9 times out of 10, especially if you're melanated, they're gonna handcuff you, right? You see it all the time. Hold on, we're just detaining you. And then they handcuff you. We're not arresting you, we're detaining you, so don't worry, we're just detaining you. I'm like, nigga, but why are you handcuffing me if I haven't done anything? Why are you handcuffing me? But they'll say, well, it's for our safety. Now, does a police officer have the right to handcuff you when they want to, just because they believe their safety is in danger? Absolutely not. When they handcuff you, it's called a seizure of your person, right? And so in the Constitution, 4th Amendment says no unreasonable searches or seizures. Meaning they can't seize you without a reason. And so the courts have basically given them the right to handcuff you if these are 3 things that have to match. These things have to be present for a police officer to handcuff you. So if you get in an interaction with a police officer and they want to handcuff you, first off, this is why we always say remain calm. Don't get upset. Don't start loud talking to the officer. Don't start doing any of that stuff. Why? Because then you're going to give the police officer a reason to be able to handcuff you. Why? Because the police officers can handcuff you, even though it's unlawful. The courts have given them a leeway some little leeway to handcuff you if these things are present. If you are aggressive, violent or aggressive towards yourself, innocent bystanders, the public, or the police officer. So again, if you are aggressive or violent towards yourself, any bystander, innocent bystander, or the public, or the police officer themselves, they can handcuff you. This is why you want to remain calm. Don't start yelling at the police officer and all that type of stuff, because then they will turn that into aggression, and I believe from your aggression you are going to attack me. So I'm going to handcuff you out of for my safety or the safety of the public. So that's one, when they believe that you're dangerous, aggressive and dangerous. The other ones are if you are fleeing. If you are fleeing, right? So don't flee. Don't if they believe that you're trying to leave the scene, police officers can handcuff you, right? So again, if there's a report, if you're armed and dangerous, so that's the way where they can handcuff you. If they're detaining you based off of a call that you were armed and dangerous, then they can come and handcuff you. Or if you are at the scene being aggressive and seemingly violent to the police officer, yourself, or the public, or if you are fleeing the police officers. That's why you don't ever, if you are being pulled over by the police, that means don't keep driving. Unless it's for your safety. You don't feel safe with getting out of the car where you are because there's nobody around, there's no street lights or anything. If that happens, in order for you not to be fleeing, make sure you slow down, put on your hazard lights, and signal to the police officer that you're going to pull over up a ways. Because if you're showing that, then you can also call 911 and tell 911 that you're being pulled over by police officers and you don't want them to think that you're fleeing. They will relay that to the officer that you're not fleeing, you're just looking for a safe place to pull over. But if you don't do that, the officer will think you're fleeing. And then it's a whole different ball game if they think you're fleeing. So again, aggressive, violent behavior to the officer, yourself, or the public, you're fleeing, or if they got a report that you had been violent or there's some type of violence that happened before they got there. So these are the only times police officers can handcuff you, but they will make you believe that they can handcuff you anytime they want at a police stop, and they cannot do that. If they do that, and there's no reason, which is why you should always be recording, get that shit out, always be, motherfucker, what you, where you going, officer? What you doing, officer? Huh? Make sure you're recording, because then if you're able to show that you weren't being violent and they handcuffed you anyway, you can sue. Telling you, this is how you're going to get your reparations back. It's from the police being overly aggressive and violating your constitutional rights. Because when they do that, they leave themselves open for lawsuit, especially when you get them on camera doing it. So that, again, boom, learn your shit, man. Get these damn flashcards for your kids. This is going to teach you everything you need to know about that. These are the cliff notes of what's in the Know Your Rights manual. So everything that's in these cards is in this book right here. I just scaled it down to flashcards. Everything except the law and government. So the law and government flashcards are not in the book. But these three decks of cards are all in that book right there. These Supreme Court cases and the police stop flashcards 1 and 2, that's in the Know Your Rights manual. Again, get with this movement that we're doing. It's 1 million Johnny Cochrans. We're gonna do it, with or without you. Why the hell would you want us to do this without you? When you can be a part of the upper echelon, the upper class of people who understand their constitutional rights and know how to get back at police officers, get accountability when they violate your rights. Get a part of this. Be a part of the game. And this is how you get back at them when they do it. Get back at them. Go get that public official bond or the police insurance. They have police officers have either one. They have a bond or police insurance. In California, they can have either or. So in some states, you want to check your laws and make sure that you know. But in the back of this shows you where to go look. These are the bond laws of your state in the back right here. This shows you where to go find the bond law in your state. So you don't just have to go and willingly find it. This doesn't just teach you how to do it. It teaches you where to go find the bond laws in your state. So there's no excuses for you not to know the law at this point other than you bullshitting. I told you, some people who came to the police stop law class, the Know Your Rights Foundation Academy, we interviewed them this week, and I got on them. I said, how long have you been listening to me before you came up in here? And I said, I bet it was a couple of years. They all started laughing. Oh, shit. I said, yep, I know. When you start laughing like that, you put your head down, that means I know it was a couple of years you've been listening to me, and then finally you brought your butt up in here. Well, luckily for you, that you did it right now before we blow all the way up. Because if we blow all the way up, you're not going to have me teaching y'all no more. Because it'll be a bunch of people in here to be able to teach y'all. So if you want to get in this stuff where I'm teaching you and you want to, and it's really fun, because you know how I clown. You want to get in here this time, you better get in now. Because I've been doing this for 4.5 years, coming up 5 years in January. And so at some point in time, I'm going to retire from the teaching side of the game and just deal with the operations of the foundation. So if you want to get in where I'm teaching, you better hurry and get your butt up in here. Because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing it, because we're certifying people left and right. And there's qualified people that's going to be able to take up the mantle. So get in here, get your stuff. Again, if you order the great book, A Melanin Research, the hard copy, not the digital copy, the hard copy of realnagas.com, I'm going to give you the whole police stop law package for free. Dang it. You get all of this for free. Where's the 2 cards? You get all of this for free. This is what comes with the great book of Melanin Research. All of this. So you can't say a brother ain't trying to help you out. You understand? I don't want to hear that bullshit. When you get your ass caught up, you can't say Kev didn't try to help me out because Kev giving you this for free. Damn it. And he's teaching you the law for free at the Know Your Rights Foundation Academy. Okay, if you want to learn those, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org so that we can sign you up for the academy. You can get in here and be a part of these 1 million Johnny Cochrans, because again, we about to blow up, as Martin used to say on his show. We about to blow up. So boom, get you one of these certifications, then take that information, go back out and teach your community, and that's how we're gonna reach the 1 million Johnny Cochrans. Well, that's it for me, y'all. I'm hungry as hell. I'm about to go. I gotta finish this damn juice first. But then I'm about to go out and get me a vegan pizza. Damn it, boy. I got about another week or so. I'm off this goddamn cleanse. But right now, I'm about to go get me a vegan pizza. No shawarma. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who hit the super chat and the cash apps. Thank my moderators, because I saw it was kind of going crazy in there. I didn't see what people were saying, but thank you for handling that. And getting them damn crazy ass trolls out of the super chat. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to get out of here because I'm tired as hell. I was up, like I said last night, dealing with a goddamn kitchen fire. So I'm sleepy as hell and hungry as hell. So I'm about to get my food and then knock on out because I'm tired, y'all. But appreciate y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all next week. Deuces.